Hi students, very good morning. Today in this session we are going to deal regarding the methods to determine order of the reaction. So they will be giving some information. Based on that they will be asking to find out what is the order of the reaction. There are four ways. So by using the half-life method, already today in the morning session itself we have done some formulas. T half is equal to 1 by a power n minus 1 means concentration they will be giving T halves, and you should find out the order of the reaction. One is the graphical method. By using the graphs, they will represent the graph and they will ask to find out what is the order of the reaction. One more is integrated rate law method or hit and trial method. Hit and trial method means we will be going to take some two common terms and we will be calculating the k value by using the zero order integrated equation. If k value is same, then you will be coming to the conclusion that it is zero order. If not, go for the first order. If not, go for the second order. That is called as hit and trial method or integrated rate law method. And one is initial rate method. Already we have done the methods with respect to this content. Once again, we will be going through this. Right. Half-life. So this is the first method, half-life method. For zero order, what is the T half? T half is equal to A naught by 2K. For first order it is T half is equal to 0.693 by K. For second order, T half is equal to, that is proportional to 1 by K A naught. For first order it is 0.693 Ka. Generally, if the concentration term T half is equal to concentration power 1 minus N. So where N indicates the order of the reaction. So I am taking one example. Initial concentration is someone A1, T half is T1. If the initial concentration of that substance has been changed, if it is A2, the T half is T2. Then they will be asking to find out the T half order of the reaction. So the formula is, you know, this one. So T1 by T2 means T half of the first one with respect to that concentration is inversely proportional to the concentration whole power 1 minus N. Let us take one example with respect to this one. The half-life decomposition of a compound is 20 minutes. Okay. When the initial concentration of the compound is doubled, means the concentration has been doubled, T half reduces 10 minutes. Okay. Find the order of the reaction. So the students, pause the video and try to solve this. So I am explaining the answer. Initial concentration is A when the T half is 20. When the concentration has been doubled, the T half has been reduced to 10 minutes. Means 10 minutes has been decreased, means the T half has become 10. Okay, in 20, 10 will go means 10. So T1 by T2 will be equal to x by 2x. Okay. T1 is inversely proportional to, that is, T1 is 20, T2 is 10, proportional to concentration. T1 is inversely proportional to 2x because this is the concentration. You will be getting inversely proportional, right? So that 1 minus n. So 2 will be equal to 2 power n minus 1. N minus 1 is equal to 1. N is equal to 2. Means this particular concentration term with respect to T half, it belongs to the second order reaction. Okay. This is one of the way of finding this one. Now let us take one more example. See, the question is, for a gaseous reaction, the initial pressure and corresponding half-life data are as shown. Find the order of the reaction. So pressure, whenever it is taken in kilopascals, as well as the time it has been taken in minutes. Sorry, pressure has been taken in kilopascals, T half is taken in minutes. So when the initial partial pressure is 100, the T half is 105. If the pressure is 66.66, T half is 235. If pressure is 33.33, T half is 950. So pause the video and try to solve the question, students. The question is, find the order of the reaction. Okay, he has mentioned the T halves. Okay, right. I am going to explain. Take 2 and 3 equations. See this one. Let us take this. These two comes under first equation. These two comes under second. These two under third. Why I am from 2 and 3? Why I am taking 2 and 3 means, so these two are easily multiplicable. This is 1s. This is 2s. That's why I am taking 2 and 3. Nothing. You can take 1 and 2 also, but the answer will be the same. So for easy calculation, I am taking 2 and 3. T half of this one by T half of this one, second by third, will be equal to A of this one by this one. So A2 by the A3 whole power 1 minus N. If you take in terms of the generally, this is N minus 1. If you take directly, nothing will happen. So 235. Okay. By 950 T half, that is 66.66 by 33.33 power 1 minus N. So it will be getting 1 by 4. Approximately it goes 4 times. So it is 1 by 4 is equal to 2 power 1 minus N. So 2 power minus 2 will be equal to 2 power 1 minus N. 1 minus N will be equal to minus 2 and N will be equal to 3. So the order of the reaction is third order reaction. So take this question. Initial concentration kilopascals 700, 400, 104. T half is 84, 83.5, 84. See, this one also approximately same. Find the order of the reaction. A it is 0, 1, 2, 3. Pause the video and try to solve that. So from 1 and 2, if you take, see this is 84, 84, right? Same, approximately it is very closer value. 700, 104, whole power 1 minus n. It will be 0 because you will be getting 1 itself here. So to take the power, you are having nothing, anything to the power 0 is equal to 1, right? So that power will be equal to 0. 1 minus n, so n will be equal to first order. So whatever the information that he has mentioned, it comes under the first order reaction. Okay. And the next process, first process is T half method. Second process is graphical method. So graphical method, they can plot time with respect to concentration. If the graph is represented with a negative slope and you are having some intercept, concentration with respect to time, so it is 0 order. Log concentration with respect to time, it is first order. 1 by concentration with respect to time, you will be getting positive intercept as well as positive slope, it is second order. Already we have drawn all these types of graphs. Okay, if it is 1 by concentration square with respect to time, this is third order. 1 by concentration cube, okay, with respect to time, this is of fourth order, right? And third method is integrated rate law method or hit and trail method. See, already this type of problems we have solved many. Okay, already I have shown, even in the morning session also we have done on going through the online classes. So he'll be mentioning some values here and some values here. Okay, you will take this one with reference to this one with reference to this one. Time also this one reference to with this, and this time reference with this one. So you will be finding out the k values in common two sets. Find out the k value. If the two values of k are same, suppose if you take this equation and you will be finding the k value, comparing this concentration with this concentration, time with this, you will be getting some k value. And you will comparing this first k A concentration with the third one, T with third one, so that you will be getting some k value. If you are getting same k value by using this equation, then you will be saying that that reaction belongs to first order. If not, you will be going for 0 order or second order. Okay, majorly you will be having 0 and first order itself. 90% in examinations you will be coming across only first order itself, right? For 0 order, okay. So now let us take for 0 order, k value is A0 minus A by T. For first order, k value is equal to 2.303 by T log initial concentration of the reactants by the final concentration of the reactants. If it is second order, it is k is equal to 1 by T, 1 into 1 by A minus 1 by A0. Okay, A is nothing but amount of the substance that has been remained. Third order means k is equal to 1 by 2T, 1 by A square minus 1 by A0 square. So by using this value, you will be finding out the k. So let us take one example now. A has been converted to product. Okay. Initial concentration of A, that is in moles per liter, it has been mentioned, and time also has been mentioned. So A is taken as 50, 30, 18, time is 0, 10, 20. Okay. So from 1 and 2, so what I am doing? I am taking this equation, let me check out whether it belongs to first order or not. If not, we will be going for 0 order. If not, then we will be going for third order or second order, anything. I am assuming this to go through the first order. So K1 is equal to 2.303. So first you compare these two. By using these two values, you get the K1 value. By comparing these two, you get the K2 value. Right? So I am comparing these two. So initial concentration, so generally K1 is 2.303 by T. So I am taking for these two, right? So 2.303 by T. T time means what is the difference? 0 and 10. 10 minus 0, it is 10 only, right? So it is 10. Log initial concentration is 50. Final concentration is 30. So I will be getting some value. K1 is equal to 2.303 by 10 log 5 by 3. This is the K1 what I have got when I have compared these two values. Now let me get the K value when I compare with 50 and 18. Okay. So initial concentration, something K2 is 2.303 by 20 minus 0. So it is 20 log initial concentration is 50. Final concentration is 18. So 2.303 by 20 log 25 by 9. 25 by 9 means you can write it as 5 by 3 whole square. And if we get 2 here, what you will be getting? 2.303 by 20 into 2 log 5 by 3. 2 ones, 2 tens. So this is, you are getting the value of 2.303 by 10 log 5 by 3. The same value. So K1 value you have got this one, and K2 value also is the same. So since K1 and K2 are equal, we have got these two are equal by using this equation, right? So this constant value, this value will be taken for the first order. So the reaction is of first order reaction. So these are the ways how you can calculate, okay, by using the hit and trial method, right? Now let us go for the one more content, okay, that is called as molecularity. That is called as molecularity. What does it say? It says that the number of molecules or atoms or ions of reactant, means with respect to reactant he is talking, that takes part in a reaction. So there may be ions, there may be atoms or molecules that are involving in the reaction, okay, and that too it should be a single step. So any reaction which occurs in a single step, that is called as elementary reaction. If any reaction occurs in multiple steps, then that is called as complex reaction, okay. So what we are saying is the number of molecules or atoms or ions of the reactant that takes part in the elementary reaction, okay, means in a single step reaction. Elementary reaction is that reaction which occurs in a single step. There will be no complexity in the mechanism, right? So there is one theory called as collision theory. We will be learning at the end of the chapter, collision theory. So what does this theory says? According to collision theory, molecules collide effectively, means molecules of the reactant, they should collide effectively to form product, not only collisions, and that collision should be effective, okay. So we can indirectly say the entire term for the molecularity is nothing but the number of molecules or atoms of or ions of the reactant thus must collide simultaneously and effectively. They should collide simultaneously, immediately they should collide, and effectively also, means they should be having proper direction so as to give the product. In a elementary reaction means it's a single step reaction, okay, then you can say the molecularity. So molecularity is defined for the single step reactions or the elementary reactions that collide simultaneously and effectively to form the product, okay. And remember the students, molecularity is not defined for the complex reactions. No complex reaction. For any complex reaction, you can't explain the molecularity. Clear? Let us take some examples. So elementary or single step. Okay, A plus B is converting to C. This is the elementary reaction, means to form the C, only A plus B collision is enough. Again, there will be no intermediate formation in the formation of the C, between the reactants and products, there will be no intermediate. It will form directly product, directed by the collision. That type of collisions are called as elementary collisions. Okay, then how you can write rate for this? Rate is equal to K, A power 1, B power 1. Okay. If you are getting experimentally this one, this is the elementary reaction. So generally this is the pattern what you are writing. If in experimental also you are getting the same thing, okay, then that is called as elementary step. Clear? In experimental way, if you are getting the same equation, whatever that you have written in the equation, then that is called as elementary reaction. There is no complexity. Okay. So molecularity, how many molecules are colliding here? One molecule of A, one molecule of B. So molecularity is 2. What is the order here? Order is 1 and 1 here. So it is 2. So order as well as the molecularity is 2 for this reaction. Let us take one more example. NH4NO2. It directly undergoes as N2 plus 2H2O. This is an elementary reaction that has here mentioned, and the rate it is appearing like this. K is equal to NH4NO2 whole power 1. Experimentally it has been found like this. So we can say that this is an elementary step. What is the molecularity? How many molecules are there? So it is one molecule here. And what is the order? Only one is present. So it is order is also 1. Suppose if I take the one more molecule like 2HI, it is forming H2 plus I2. I am writing the rate like this. So can I say this is an elementary step? Yes, definitely it is an elementary step, because whatever the rate you are getting experimentally, it is the same way in the elementary step also. What is the molecularity? It is 2, order is equal to 2. So can we say that no, molecularity is equal to order in the elementary step? Definitely not. 90% it is accepted. Okay, let us take one more example. 2NO plus O2. It is getting converted to 2NO2. It's an elementary step. Rate it has been mentioned according to the experiment in this pattern. So what is the molecularity here? Here 2, here 1. So it is 3. Order is also 2 plus 1, 3. Right? So in a single step, order will be equal to molecularity, except for 99% it is correct only. For every elementary reaction, the order is equal to molecularity, except for pseudo order reactions. Pseudo means, already biological students, they know very well, pseudo means false. Okay? There is something like ethyl acetate, CH3COO, C2H5 plus H2O. It gives rise to acetic acid plus alcohol. Okay, this will be broken. It forms acetic acid plus alcohol. This has elementary step. So if you write the rate, you will be writing it as CH3COO, C2H5 plus H2O. So not plus H2O, this is H2O. So rate has been mentioned in this way. Okay. So among these two, whichever it's taken in larger quantity, so any compound in the reactants, whichever it is taken in the larger quantity, that cannot decide the rate. Already you know this one, Graham's rate law of diffusion of gases. The speed is determined by the slowest one. Here this one is in huge quantity. If it is more in quantity, if the solvent is very huge, then you will not take that into rate. That will not decide the rate because it is the medium where the reaction is getting occurred. So suppose a person is moving with a 20 kilometers per hour on the road. Means, can you calculate the speed of the road? A person is moving 20 kilometers, okay. Then what is the speed of the road? The speed of the road, it is taken as the reference. Speed of the road is taken as 0. But with reference to person, if you take the road is also moving with minus 20 kilometers per hour. But we will never take the road is moving minus 20 kilometers per hour. We will be taking the road speed as 0 only. In the same way, among these two, whichever is in more quantity. So water is taken. Suppose you are taking one big tank of water. In that you have added one sodium, one ethyl acetate. In one tank of water you are adding one ethyl acetate. So it reacts with only one water molecule. Okay. In which they are reacting, remaining so many water molecules are left out in the container itself, in the water tank itself. So water will not be taken. Water is not the deciding factor to decide the speed of the reaction. The speed of the reaction is decided by only this one. So in writing the rate, we will be taking as K, concentration of this one. H2O will not take into consideration. So rate can be written as K into CH3COO C2H5. Now, what is the order? Order is only one. What is the molecularity? Here two are there. How many molecules are involving in the elementary step? Here one, this one one. One water molecule is taken into the consideration. But the speed is not taken into the consideration by taking the water into the consideration. Okay? That's why molecularity is 2. But order is 1. For pseudo-order reactions, the solvent are freely available or with the component which is taken in the excess will not taken into the consideration. Okay? So except for pseudo-order reactions, the order will be equal to molecularity in a elementary step. Let us take one more example. This is sucrose. Okay? Generally this is which condition? This is LiO. Okay, no need of that. C12H22O11. This is sucrose. It is reacting with water. It is forming glucose plus fructose. Glucose is levorotatory. C6H12O6. Fructose is dextrorotatory. The angle of deviation. Suppose it has been rotated by 10 degrees. If it is rotated by 15 degrees, the net resultant is this one only. So in that pattern, dextro is more rotated compared to levo. This is experimentally found. So overall rotation is dextrorotatory. Okay. So where the sucrose is getting reacted with water? In the solvent water itself, right? So rate will be like this. This one will not taken into the consideration. So rate will be equal to this one. What is the order now? Order is 1. What is the molecularity? It is 2. Okay. Order will be equal to 1. Molecularity will be equal to 2. So this type. So overall reaction is first order, right? So this is called, but basically it will be appearing as 2. Basically it will be appearing as 2. But in the rate it is only first order. So pseudo means false. False first order reaction. Suppose if you are taking this one, 2A plus B, B is taken in excess, it is forming C. So this has been mentioned in the elementary step. So generally for writing the rate, K A square, B power 1. This one you will not take into consideration because this is excess in quantity. So it is equal to A square. So what you will be writing? Order is 2. Molecularity is 2 plus 1, here 3. So this is called as pseudo second order reaction. Okay, on final what you are getting second order. But basically it is third order, right? So this type of reactions is called as pseudo second order reactions. Let me take one more example. X plus Y, it forms a Z. Elementary reaction. Rate will be equal to K is equal to X into concentration of Y. Order is same. Molecularity is also same. Both are 2. So let us take some complex multi-step reactions. NO2 plus CO, it forms NO plus CO2. It is complex reaction. So for this, rate is equal to K NO2 whole square. This is found experimentally. This is complex. So order you can't write 1 plus 1, it is 2. Molecularity you can't write 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay. So molecularity is not equal to 2 because this is complex reaction. You should find out the rate determining step. Whichever the slow step is present, you will be writing some steps, right? The mechanism of the reaction you should know. In that you will be finding out the slowest one. In that you will be seeing the molecularity. This one is not the molecular reaction. So you can't write 2. Okay. Rate. This is the way it has been got finally. What is the order now? Order is nothing but 2. CH3, CH2, it has been converted to CH4 plus CO. The rate has been mentioned. Here 1 is present. But rate it has been mentioned CH3, CHO whole power 3 by 2. Experimentally this is the condition. So you can't write the molecularity as 1 because this is not the RDA step or the elementary step. This has been mentioned it as complex step. Right? Molecularity is not equal to 1. We don't know that unless they have mentioned RDA step, and order is equal to, based on this equation, you'll be getting 3 by 2. And here it is 1. You should not go for this. Already I have said from the first video, I am telling that order will be getting from the rate equation, whatever that will be calculated experimentally. And remember the students, molecularity will be equal to 3 or less than 3. It will not never exceed 3 because more collision of molecules of 3 molecules, more than 3 molecules is not possible. Very rare conditions you will be getting 3. Greater than 3 it is highly impossible. So what is the definition of the molecularity? The probability of simultaneous and effective collision of 3 molecules is very low. Okay? Molecularity means the number of atoms or molecules or ions that are colliding in a rate determining step, that too in a elementary reaction, is called as molecularity. So it will not exceed more than 3. Hence 10 molecular reactions or higher molecularity for reactions is not possible. Suppose if I take N2 plus 3H2, it is in equilibrium with 2NH3. Molecularity, if you see here, it is 3, here 1, so it is 4. Can you say like that? So already I have mentioned here, molecularity cannot be greater than 3. So 4 is the wrong answer. So there is some mechanism in this. So generally the molecularity is 3. You remember this? So let us differentiate the order as well as the molecularity in this session. Order is calculated experimentally. Molecularity is a theoretical concept. If you know the rate determining step or the slowest step or elementary step, then you can calculate the molecularity by seeing at the equations. But order you can't calculate. This is experimental thing. And this one, it is defined for elementary as well as complex reactions. For complex reactions you can say, for elementary reactions also you can say. For this one, molecularity, you can't determine, only defined for the elementary steps only. This is not defined for the complex reaction. Okay? Order can be negative, 0, positive or fractions. And here, A plus B by 2 something the equation he has given, order cannot be fraction because half molecule will not be there. You will be having at least 1 molecule, 2 molecules, 3 molecules. But half molecule, 0.5 molecules you will not be having. Right? So molecularity cannot be a fraction. It can be only a number. The two integer values 1, 2, 3 like that. And order cannot be greater than 3. But it takes all the values, fraction values also. Here molecularity also same. It cannot be greater than 3. But molecularity is always positive. And if you go for the definition, what is meant by order? Order means the sum of powers of stoichiometric coefficients in a rate equation. It is called as order. What is meant by molecularity? The number of ions or molecules or atoms that are involved in a elementary reaction is called as molecularity. So this is what for today students. Have a nice day. Bye bye.